Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about a little bit Bitcoin versus gold. Which one is the better investment? Which was, which is, which will be, how, why? It's worth to talk about it, I think. The second thing I would like to mention is that there is another company, again, which is accepting crypto form as a payment. And the third thing, interesting one, Ukrainian Parliament passes bill that criminalizes people who don't reveal crypto holdings. So there's a certain amount, if you have crypto above that, you have to tell actually the right authority how much you own. Otherwise, you can get in jail. So guys, all this in today's video. And don't forget, educate yourself. It is the most important thing in any area and therefore also in crypto. For instance, I have a free course for you, how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The link is right under this video, and also you can find another course and other useful links. Check them out. It's worth to have a look at them, because with many of them you can save money. And now it's time to move on to the market. And however, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, but you would like to stay up to date, you would like to receive crypto and blockchain news every weekday, then do so. Hit the subscribe button, next to it the notification bell, and then all, and then you're getting the notifications as soon as a new YouTube video is out. And trust me, it's worth to subscribe because I keep you up to date. Okay, now let's move on to the market. Bitcoin at the present, $55,143, which is almost a 2% increase in the last 24 hours. We can see Ethereum doing a bit better, almost 10% here, now rather a bit 9-ish, $2,279. When we're looking at the top gainers, we have nice gainers. We have CeeLo, 65% up, Horizon 33, Pancake Swap 27, and so on and so forth. Check out the losers today. We have Dogecoin going down 20%. Obviously, it was pumped so much in the previous days. We are waiting for the moment when actually it's going down now. Then we have STX, 5% down, Quantum 1, and then we have stablecoin, and that was it. So today, again, it's a nice green day. We had, this big pullback started on Sunday, and then it continued, but now Bitcoin, it's kind of stabilized around 55,000, which is actually a great thing. And also, it's worth to check out how this candlestick chart looks like for Bitcoin. So we still have this green line, which is the 50-day moving average. And as you can see, Bitcoin is still above it. Yesterday, there was a green candle, because this is the daily chart. So actually, after 1, 2, 3 days in red, we had, actually 4. We had the 5th day in green, and now today, so far, it was also a bit reddish. Although, on the other hand, we can see now that Bitcoin was at the present a little bit up. Okay, so yeah, question, how long we will stay under this 50-day moving average? As I told you in yesterday's video, in the past bull run in 2017, we had 4 occasions when we went under it, and we stayed under it between 6 and 17 days. So the minimum the shortest one was 6 days, the longest one was 17 days. So we can easily stay under it, maybe actually 2 weeks. It can happen, but actually now things looking again a bit bullish. But then when we again, for instance, go up, we see, then it's the good question, will it cross a new all-time high? And if yes, will it continue, or it will turn back and go bearish? Okay, so we cannot see that exactly what's going to happen. But now it's good that we at least staying and not dropping further. Okay, and now let's move on to the first thing I would like to discuss, and this is Bitcoin versus gold. Okay, so we do know that gold is out for thousands of years and it's a store of value, and everybody knows it. Everybody thinks about it as a safe haven. It's no question. Bitcoin, on the other hand, it's a kind of new thing. Bitcoin is out since 2009. So actually it's new. And of course, in the early days, not too many people thought about it as, a safe haven and a store of value. Rather recently, we looking at Bitcoin in this way. And now it's interesting that the Bitcoin market cap, it's of course increasing. Bitcoin market cap is right now $1 trillion above it a little bit, between 1.1 and 1.1 about. On the other hand, we have gold with, roughly speaking, $11 trillion market cap. So basically Bitcoin is 10% of the gold's market cap. When we're looking at Bitcoin, as Bitcoin is just out for a couple of years really, and gold is here for thousands of years, actually for Bitcoin it's a very, very nice gain. On the other hand, the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market as it is, it's much more volatile. So actually price can really go up, which is great, but actually it can drop, as we have experienced it on Sunday when actually price started to drop, or even in the bull run, we have kind of pullbacks when we can see 20, 30, even more percent decrease. So actually gold, it's not that volatile as Bitcoin is. On the other hand, when we're looking at gold and Bitcoin so far, how performing this year, we see gold around minus 10%, and on the other end, Bitcoin is around 80% up since the beginning of the year. So we can see that definitely if we talking about the present times, then Bitcoin, it's a much better investment than gold. On the other hand, we have to also understand it that we haven't seen Bitcoin perform for hundreds or actually thousands of years as we have seen gold. And gold was doing very well so far. So here in this article, you can see that the gold market is estimated over 1 trillion, as I said, which reflected 2,500 year head start as globally recognized medium of exchange and value. So it's also a medium of exchange and it keeps its value. By contrast, we have Bitcoin has the market cap of 1 trillion, as I mentioned. Even the amount of physical gold held by central banks and investors equates to many times Bitcoin's current market. So definitely banks and these guys holding much more gold than Bitcoin. In 2020, gold's average daily volume was 125 billion, or roughly 30 times Bitcoin's daily spot volume of some 4 billion. So this is back in 2020, and in average, this is actually changing now. So obviously, Bitcoin's daily volume, it's much bigger now. They both have low correlations to other families of assets. And they are inflation sensitive, that's very important, and great diversifiers and alternative to fiat issues. Yes. So it's very important to understand that our fiat currencies, you name it, it could be the US dollar and could be another country's currency. It's the inflation, it's on. And in several countries, look at Venezuela, Zimbabwe, or actually Argentina, we're talking about hyperinflation, which is very, very difficult actually, but very serious problem. And you have your life savings. So imagine that. You have worked for it very, very hard. Maybe not just yours, but your father, your grandfather, and you have your family wealth. And if you store it in fiat money, then its value is going to evaporate. Therefore, it's very important to keep it in assets which keep the value. And this is when it comes to gold or silver or Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies, for instance, properties. So definitely things which can hold the value, and even some of them can increase the value. There are already signs of inflation, because printing is on. Much more so than the Feds would have you believe, and the governments continue to print money. It will continue its upward trajectory. That means that the price of gold and Bitcoin, actually Ethereum, if you're looking at other cryptocurrencies, and critically decentralized finance, DeFi, will all benefit. It's very important if the inflation is continuing in this way, and it is because the money printing is on. In that case, it's doing a big favor for cryptocurrencies, mainly, Bitcoin as the biggest one, but for others as well. And of course, for gold, and definitely for decentralized finance instead of centralized finance. Therefore, I think that crypto has a great future. If Bitcoin can conceivably reach between 80,000 and 100,000, gold between 3,500 and 5,000 in the near to medium term, people will be likely to invest in both. And the DeFi protocols that grow of the Ethereum, Bitcoin, and other blockchains may be worth hundreds of thousands of multiples more. So if the price of Bitcoin starts going up, if the inflation is on, then the gold price will also go up. Imagine a stock market crash, for instance, what happened back in 2008, then gold price went up because people escaping them from the stock market and looking for other opportunities, keep their money safe. And if this will happen, actually people will probably prefer both. And right now, I think that not enough people know and use Bitcoin as an opportunity. Therefore, definitely gold has, I think, a great future. But in long term, and if you're living in this digital age, Bitcoin can make bigger gains. And very interesting here on Twitter, I found it from him, Alex Saunders. He's here comparing, countries holding Bitcoin or mining Bitcoin and holding gold. And when you're looking at this one here, then you can see that the leader country, the largest gold holder, is the United States. Then we have Germany, Italy. Here you can see. However, if we move on to Bitcoin mining, we can see that the 70% of the Bitcoin is mined in China. Yes, we shouldn't mix it with how much is held in, for example, China, but definitely the mining power, it's a bit centralized there, and it's coming from China. And if they do so, and for instance, they having a lot of Bitcoin over there, keeping it, put it this way, so not just the Western world is buying from China, whatever was mined over there, but the keeping, then think about it, that if Bitcoin is getting stronger and stronger and stronger, countries, even look, US is here on the third place with about just under 5% of mining. If you think about this, that China would like to take over the lead from the United States, and in working with Bitcoin, in this way, mining it like this, how strong they can get financially if they continue like that. Therefore, this would be very, very important for other countries to realize the importance of cryptocurrency, of importance of Bitcoin, and the value which can be in Bitcoin. Because China, it's leading it far, far ahead with more than 70%. I'm talking about here Bitcoin, where is Bitcoin mined? and maybe not stored in the long term, but definitely many of the miners are some of the whales which holding some Bitcoin. So I think it's worth to think about that. Okay, so conclusion, basically, I would be preferring a diversified portfolio. I would be personally, not financial advice, definitely into crypto, into Bitcoin, but also in other cryptocurrencies, such like Ethereum and new projects like Cardano, Polkadot, because this can bring bigger gains than Bitcoin. But actually, when you're making some profit in fiat, don't keep it after that in fiat. Again, not financial advice, just personal opinion. Then rather, if you have enough, you can invest in property, but actually you can buy physical gold as well. Yes, it's not that easy to carry and transport and so on and so forth. But when you have a diversified portfolio, whatever happening to crypto, whatever happening to gold, then some of them it's working. Your property investment, your precious metal investment, your crypto investment, and then you have your job, your company, for instance. I think this is the healthy way to do it, not just standing on one leg, but having multiple investments. But definitely the biggest gains are right now in crypto. No question of that. How long the bull market will take, this is another question, but I'm talking about the present time. Okay. And now let's move on to the second news, which is all about that another company accepting crypto as a payment. Very important. The number of companies which are accepting crypto payments are increasing. And I've talked about several of them, but now here is another one. Actually, this is WeWork. WeWork accepting crypto as a form of payment. And the office sharing provider, because that's what they're doing, WeWork, said Tuesday, it is accepting some kinds of cryptocurrencies as a form of payment. WeWork said it will also hold the currency on its balance sheet. So this is important, not just saying, okay, I take Bitcoin, but they won't change it back to fiat. They're keeping it and balance sheet and pay landlords and third-party partners in cryptocurrencies using Coinbase. The office space providing firm said it is accepting Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC, Paxos Standard, and several other cryptocurrencies as form of payment through BitPay. And this is important, guys, because how can crypto getting bigger and bigger when and mainstream when more and more people can use it in their everyday life, whatever they're doing, they can easily buy it and just keep it. They can use these DeFi platforms, lending platforms, for example, to borrow some money or make some passive income, and also they can use it as a payment without making this exchange to fiat and back and forth, losing money with that. So they can directly use it, and meanwhile they can make some nice gains, and with those gains they can actually spend it. So this will also help the economy. More money can flow in through cryptocurrencies. So this is, I think, a very important thing, and this was just another example, another company. Okay. And now this is a very interesting thing what's happening in Ukraine. The parliament came out with an interesting bill. Let's discuss that. When it comes to crypto regulations, this is definitely an area which is improving a lot, because now that the majority of the people, the authorities, the banks, the countries has understand that, okay, crypto probably will stay with us. We cannot, put it to the side. And yes, Bitcoin is here, and Bitcoin is staying and growing. Now, how we should keep track of money laundering, who owns how much crypto. And there are these regulations coming probably also in the US, because somehow we have to meet halfway. So even the crypto community gives up something and even the authorities realize they cannot control fully crypto, but at least they would like to see, okay, how much the people own. And now this is new information. Ukrainian Parliament passes bill that criminalizes people who don't reveal crypto holdings. Offenders could spend up to 2 years in jail, so actually taking it serious. The bill detail shows that the authorities will prosecute those who possess over, nice number, 4,050 US dollar worth of non-declared crypto holdings. In fact, offenders could spend up to 2 years in jail and even pay fines range between 162 and 202,000 US dollar. Let's put some round numbers. So they take it very serious. They're saying, okay, you cheat if you not telling us how much crypto you have exactly, you getting harsh penalty. So you rather tell us, pay the tax, and then you can do it. So it's not banning crypto, it's about keeping track how much people own. And this is a very interesting bill. And if this kind of thing can spread in the world, then yes, then many people will think seriously about it to actually tell how much crypto they own. Because we do know that whatever goes on the blockchain, it stays on the blockchain. It's immutable. Therefore, you cannot remove it. And whoever knows your cryptocurrency address, it could be a Bitcoin address, Ethereum address, whatever it is, they can check it with the block explorer. And if the authorities in the future will have this, and once find out which one is your cryptocurrency address, they can check it, and then you could be in trouble because it might connect it to a centralized exchange when you cashed out, for instance, or you made some transactions. And in these exchanges, you have full KYC. Therefore, they know your name, address, identity card, everything basically about you, which is important and helps to identify you. So this is one thing which is worth to think about, cheat or not cheat with crypto. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, if you would like to get fresh cryptocurrency and blockchain news every weekday, then subscribe to this YouTube channel, Blockchain Bloom, because I bring you these. And also, I have a couple of courses for you. First of all, the free course, How to Start to Invest in Bitcoin and Other Cryptocurrencies. The link is under this video. Other useful links you can check. You can save money with registering on Binance and getting minus 10% with from the transaction fees, or you can get a nice crypto.com card and get $25 of CRO as a present. So several opportunities. Check out the links under this video. And of course, tomorrow I'm coming back with the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. I wish you an amazing day. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.